Metaphors can lift my overwritten and prosaic writing to what I hope may be a more poetic level. However, I know my limitations. There is only one perfect metaphor. It was by Carl Sandburg, who wrote, "The cat comes on little," I couldn't remember it. "The fog comes on little cat's feet." You'll want to remember that for next month's midterm. I can't compete with Carl, but I look for what I hope are unique and fresh metaphors to describe the magic that happens in this church community. And dandelions seemed like a way to offer much to say about what we are and how we choose to be here. As so often happens, I thought I was pretty smart. Dandelions, I thought, would be a truly unique metaphorical device to reflect on the spirituality and community that we have here. Much to my disappointment, just a bit of research proved that I was not so smart or not so innovative, and adopting dandelions as a device to discuss aspects of Unitarian Universalist faith is not unique at all. In fact, if many UU congregations were to choose a flower to elevate, it would be the humble and often maligned dandelion. Like UUs, dandelions are persistent. Dee, Dwayne, Mike, Gary, Dave have spent years tormenting these little yellow blossoms on our property. Yet they quietly and defiantly increase each spring. Each blossom determined to spread its 188,000 seeds, more seeds than there are UUs in the United States. Yeah. One of the lessons of this little weed has for me is that in each of us can potentially plant a UU seed every day. One dandelion or just one UU per block can transform the world. And I'm thinking that the world needs a bit of transforming right now. Dandelions grow where other plants choose not to even try growing. Like searching free thinkers looking for other UUs, the seeds find an unoccupied bit of soil, begin tapping the ground easily, and begin tapping the ground with deep roots and stake out a space where they can connect with their easily identified brethren. Like our bumper stickers, dandelions' bright yellow flowers make them easy to identify. It's not a conspiracy. Dandelions, like UUs, do best when we are all together. The spread of dandelions reminds us of the sound UU philosophy: one act becomes many, and many becomes change. And that change can become permanent. Like UUs, no matter what assault the world launches on us, the dandelion and UUs endure because they have a well-defined job to do, to grow and to act, to make this place a world that is just and hopeful. Dandelions are a symbol of emotional healing. They endure any condition. They defiantly resist the slings and arrows of gardeners' attempts to eradicate them. Dandelions snicker to themselves each spring when digs at their roots, only to disrupt the soil to better prepare for the dandelion's new seeding. And I've seen D do this. And I've seen how happy the dandelions are to grow when he's done. Dandelions are an example of the efficiency and beneficence of the independent web of which we are a part. Finches, bees, and hummingbirds depend on these dandelions to feed themselves. Dandelions aerate the compacted soil and feed the soil when they decompose. Dandelions represent hope for winds to spread UU messages of exploration and the courage to grow, even in places where maybe they don't want us to. Where was I? Every time I make up something, I lose my place. And they manifest their willingness to seek transformation. They demonstrate our need to be adaptable. Dandelions are also guiding us toward acceptance as we learn to live with them and submit to their perfectly designed existence. They're here, they're yellow, they're not going away, get used to it. In a world of golf courses maintained with toxic chemicals, dandelions find places to thrive. In a society that supports isolation and division and insecurity, producing the toxic elements of loneliness and division, we keep faith in this place that provides the nurturing soil of community. May the spread of dandelions remind us of our place in a rich world that awaits for our hopefulness. May it be so. And now, it's time for a closing hymn. You introduce the